I mean, it's nice to have, Felix and Cliff at the top of the rotation, but, we've got other guys that are going to have to step it up too. So Ian Snell and Ryan Rolo-Smith, and then whoever else fits into that last spot in our rotation. But, I've tried to be real reserved about this. I mean, are the people here excited? Yes, they are. But, we finished third in the division with a really good ball club ahead of us in Anaheim, and they've been the class of this division for years. They know how to win, and they've got a lot of talent. And Texas is a formidable foe, and, Oakland's got great young pitching. So, hey, it'll be an interesting summer.
Jack, how much of this spring training becomes even more important than ones in the past because of the gelling? And do we as a media overrate that term? And of course, we mean for the fans that are listening, the idea of you do have some new players in there, and you want to make sure that they get that cohesiveness and that chemistry heading into the season.
I think it's important. I think it's very important. Last year, when we came in and we had a 101 loss season, and this, we needed a lot of work to try to put this thing together and have guys buy into Don's system and what we were trying to accomplish in the long term and short term, and they did. And we have a lot of really good young people in terms of people, not necessarily in terms of their talent level. That speaks for itself, but the quality of individual in that locker room last year was pretty special, and I'm looking forward to seeing it this year. I think we've added some really good makeup type guys that have great desire to win and want to be part of something. And that's what a manager and a coaching staff is all about, is to try to put this thing together and have them buy into what we're trying to do.
Jack, when you took over, did you anticipate that? I mean, we use the word, you guys have changed the culture of the club, yourself and Don Wakamatsu and the rest of the staff, but did you anticipate that? Was that actually by design that you knew you had to bring different types of people in?
I don't think there's any question about that, Kevin, and I go back to my years as a scouting director or as a farm director or as an area guy. You always, when you were dealing with players, one of the huge keys that I would always tell of our staff is, do you know this player? Can you tell me about this player? If you're putting X amount of dollars into a player to draft him, do you know this guy? If we're trading for a guy in the minor leagues, do you know this guy? And I think that was important here. I think it was important to get a manager that had credibility in terms of those issues, that understood, the importance of that, and then certainly to try to bring in these type of guys, and we did, and I had a history as a scouting director where I got to see an awful lot of these guys over the years play, some of them when they were 16, 17, 18 years of age, so, there was kind of a built-in understanding of some of these players, but then, as time goes on, you need to get it confirmed, and I think we did, and I was happy with the guys that we brought in.